Isn't that nice? Oh God!
Oh no, no more, not more leaves. I tried. Does it wake up now? I'm still. Well, I'm still faster than it, aren't I? So it's dead. It's a dead dugong.
No. I want to just be loved.
Can anybody find me
Somebody
dugong?
I need somebody to love. I need somebody to love.
Oh shit! Isn't that Fuck, that's Queen, isn't it?
Yes, it's Queen.
Okay.
Ha! Awesome.
I was like, shit.
Good job.
I want to say it's Queen, but I hope I'm not wrong.
It's so Queen.
Yeah, who else could it be?
It's so Freddie Mercury. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it. I get so annoyed when really iconic and distinct bands get mistaken for other iconic and distinct bands.
Oh,
like,
you should never ever watch Fine Brothers' Guess That Song challenge.
You made me watch it.
With the teens who
Oh,
are
you
trying to
made me
guess
watch
like
that.
90s bands, and they
No.
think like everything's like,
Nirvana.
Everything's Nirvana, or like 2000s everything is Linkin Park. It's like
No.
there's more than just that.
No. It's like saying everything from like classic rock is like freaking Kiss. Like, what the hell? It's not all Kiss.
It's just like, I mean, I can't blame them because I
They
mean
probably don't
they're
know
just
any
they're
better.
just young, and like maybe that's just not their jam.
Or they just haven't discovered it yet.
Right,
you
exactly.
know?
So it's not like, because I see some comments on people like, someone needs to end these stupid kids. I'm like, okay, you're being ridiculous.
I mean,
sir.
you were that way too until you discovered these 90 bands. I'm sure of it. I was really ignorant of 90 bands at that age. And then I discovered 90s music when I was in my 20s, and I'm like, God, this is amazing.
So, like, I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, but, like, it still does
It's
make
still a
you,
little
no matter
painful.
what, it does make you kind of cringe. You're like,
Oh,
no, I can assure you that is not Linkin Park.
that's not.
If it was
Nirvana.
Linkin Park, you would know it's Linkin Park.
Yeah, you would know. Or like they mistake like Closer from Nine Inch Nails as like Nirvana. It's like Nirvana would never know.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
I
There's no
love the
way.
reaction to Closer by Nine Inch Nails because I'm just like, it is a nasty song.
It is. Yeah, that's actually really funny.
Do you know how I discovered that song?
No.
Okay, so the editor for my webcomic, JT.
Oh yeah. Well, JT's
showed
been in
me
some
it.
videos. CC
Yeah,
Isles.
yeah. So he and I were talking about some of the characters in my webcomic, and this was like before he knew one of my characters was not sexually interested in anything. And he was like, the relationship between these two specific characters reminds me a lot of this song, and he sends Closer by Nine Inch Nails to me, and I'm like, oh dear God. Someone's gonna ship this, and this song is gonna be the first thing that comes to mind when they do.
What two characters were there, or can you not say?
I don't
on
want
here?
to say it.
Okay, that's fine.
Because someone's gonna ship it, and I'm not gonna like it.
Okay.
And also it kind of like reveals way too much with like motivations and stuff.
All right.
So there's a lot I can't say about my webcomic.
Right. Well, yeah,
There's
because
so
you
much
want people to
spoiler.
read. Okay, which I mean, I know. Like, I feel like there isn't a spoiler I don't know.
There's not a spoiler you don't
Okay,
know. Yeah.
because
unless I suddenly make one up. But
Yeah, right. That's just right now in your head. Oh, there's something new. But like, yeah, it's because I help you with like just bouncing off ideas
You're my second
and like,
editor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think I actually know more details than your first editor because of that. Because
yeah.
he doesn't want to be spoiled.
He doesn't want to be spoiled of some stuff. I've spoiled him with like the basic plot line, but with certain like character backstories and stuff and motivations, I have it. And I've asked him if he wants me to, because when we're trying to bounce off character ideas, he asks me questions about things. And I'm like,
I can't reveal this to you.
I can't explain this unless you know this.
Right, which you don't want to know this.
And you want this to be a surprise, so I'm gonna respect that.
Right.
It's really hard. It's really, really hard.
It's
not to
tough
spoil
line
it.
to walk there.
It
Yeah.
is so hard not to spoil anything. Like I didn't.
I would
realize-
imagine it is hard to not spoil things to your editor, to the someone who's supposed to like help you with this if they don't know the things. I would imagine that'd be kind of difficult.
It's like, yeah, it's really hard. Well, there's one big spoiler that's really hard to not tell them about.
I think I know which one you're talking about, but we're not going to talk about it on here because it'd be a spoiler.
No, it's just stuff between two characters that happened in the past, and like he doesn't want to know anything about it, and I'm like, okay. So then I explain like certain actions of characters, and he's like, oh, why is it this? Why is it that? Why wouldn't they do this? And I'm like,
because of the things I can't tell
reasons.
you. Oops, that was the wrong move.
Because if those reasons weren't there, yeah, you'd think they would probably act differently. Writing's hard. Writing and not spoiling things is hard. Like, if I show people at my workplace my webcomic and I want to talk to them about it, I can't just straight up be like, this thing happens to this character and it's gonna be fun! Because that would just spoil it for them. Like, I ended up spoiling, like, one character's death to one of my coworkers. Like, I'm drawing this character and I'm like, oh yeah, they're so sweet and innocent, and they're like, they're gonna die, aren't they? I'm like, yeah.
Whoops.
Whoops. I probably shouldn't say so many happy, nice things about them, should I? Because obviously those are the ones that are gonna die.
So, really quickly here, ever since I was a kid, I have thought this. Doesn't the yellow part of this part of Seafoam Islands look like a toilet?
Oh, it does. And it's yellow like piss that goes in the toilet.
Hooray.
It's a conspiracy theory. Oh, speaking of piss, I have to pee soon.
Okay, you can pee after this episode.
I'll just pee on the couch.
Okay.
No.
Good job, Rosie. You did it everywhere. There's pee everywhere now. All over our couch that's already kind of falling apart.
It probably already had piss on it at some point in time.
And we got this couch for $20 at the Goodwill, and we haven't replaced it yet, even though it's like falling apart. There's
like
there's this spring
like...
that always comes up on my ass. But like the thing is, like I said, we've been saving up to move, so we're just like, yeah, let's not bother getting a new couch until after we move.
Also, like, you have to take that stupid couch up the stairs.
Yeah. And right now our stairs are icy.
They're ice. I've almost fallen down them.
Yeah, they're slippery.
I feel bad for the guy who's gonna bring us a pizza later.
Oh yeah, we're gonna order a pizza tonight, and it's like, I'm gonna say, like, on the thing that, like, hey, the stairs are slippery, so be careful. You know, right? There's like some of those pizza websites. It's like, oh, would you like to give specific directions to your deliverer? I'll say that, hey, the stairs are slippery. Also, I'm gonna tip him $1 extra.
Yeah, because, you know, they deserve that after putting up with that kind of shit.
So, you know, tipping, I guess, is a custom that's really only
in the
United States.
Yeah. So,
and I definitely have viewers that are not from the United States. The way it works, if I remember correctly, the average tip, some restaurants will prompt you for 15%, but if I remember correctly, the average tip that you're kind of expected to do at least is 10%. So if I pay for something that's like delivered to me, or like at a restaurant of a server, and my meal totals to $10, I'm expected to tip them at least $1. The way that I tip is I round up always. So like, let's say it was $10.40. So I would tip them $2 then instead of $1, because I'd round the 40 cents up. And then I just throw in another $1 for good measure. So if I actually had a meal that was like $10 and some cents, I'd probably tip $3.
Yeah, because I mean, anything under like $10, there's really no point in really tipping. Because, like, it's just a few cents on top of that.
Alright, I think we've gone through Seafoam Isles now. And our Pokemon are at the right level to take on the gym. So,
Woo!
Cool. That all worked out as well as I was hoping.
I really have to use the restroom.
So, can you wait 6 minutes?
6 minutes? I can wait 6 minutes.
Okay, can you wait 8 minutes?
Oh, god damn it, really? Why would you say 6 if you meant 8?
Because I miscounted.
God damn it, Isaac.
So, our pizza tonight, it's probably going to be, in total, probably around like $20 or so. So I'll
depending on where we get it.
Right, depending on where we get it. So I'll probably wind up tipping like, let's see, that'd be $2 plus the round up to 3 plus the extra to 4 plus the thank you for not sleeping on ice to 5.
Thank you for putting up with our shit.
So now I can get to the gym. This is the quiz gym.
Quiz.
It's kind of become a Pokemon tradition that there's one area in the game that's just quiz related. So, let's see this. Yo, champ in the making! The high-headed Blaine is a fire Pokemon pro. Douse his spirits with water. Douse his spirit. Ooh.
Oh, that's mean. I don't want to doubt anyone's spirit.
So, we could battle this guy, or we could go to the quiz machine. Pokemon quiz! Get it right, and the door opens to the next room. Get it wrong and face a trainer. If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, well, you could always just leave the building and go to the Pokemon Center, so that's moot. Caterpie evolves into Metapod. Yes, it does. That's great.
Like, stupid easy questions.
I don't have to fight this guy anymore. But I'm going to anyway.
XP!
Right, yeah, I want the XP. So, this is what I've always done. Ever since I was a little kid first playing this game, I'd answer all the questions correctly, and then fight the trainer anyway. I don't think I've ever gotten any of these questions wrong. And, you know, I don't know if I'd necessarily say these questions are easy. They're easy if you know about Pokemon. You know what I mean? But if this is like your first time ever playing Pokemon and you haven't really been paying full attention, then yeah, you might just simply not know some of the answers to these questions. That's what I would say about this quiz. The last question is really funny though. I'll point it out when we get to it. But we're going to take on a few of these questions and trainers, and then next episode we'll probably wrap it up and fight Blaine. Blaine's highest level is 47, so I wanted to get everyone at least up to 45. Mm-hmm. Normally I would get everyone up to like 47, but I just didn't feel like doing a huge grind session. Since we have like all this time for recording today, I wanted to kind of see how far we could get into the game. You know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, are you really trying to hold it?
I am really trying hard to hold it.
I am so sorry.
Earlier I thought it was both, but then it was just a fart, so that was fine.
Great.
That was too much information, wasn't it? I'm just so used to talking about my body functions around you, Isaac, that I forget that we're talking to an audience.
Right, yeah.
Like,
it sometimes doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm really more of a lady in public than I am here, so.
Well, that's fun. It's not like when I'm out being a teacher, I'm like talking about video games and using swear words all the time. Because I'm not.
And like I don't go to work saying, "God, I have to piss right now."
yeah, I can't even imagine you doing that. That'd be so out of character for you.
But you know, like at work, like I wouldn't be punished if I said something like that.
No, your workplace would be totally fine with that.
Because, God, I mean, the F-bomb is just thrown around so much, and it's not just department type stuff. Like everybody in every department is so foul-mouthed, it's hilarious. Especially editorial. Like, editorial used to not be like that.
They were the clean ones?
They were, well, in terms of language, they used to be pretty much straight-laced, and then, like, they started hiring younger and younger people.
So there we go.
And, you know, the people that still stuck around don't care enough to, like, harp them on it.
Okay.
And our HR department doesn't care either.
No. Didn't someone, like, bring something up to it to HR, and they were just like, meh?
HR, because we only have one person in HR, and they've only been here for about a year, and I remember one time, like, they were talking to someone while they were walking by my desk, and the only thing I heard from the HR person was, "Fuck that." Yeah.
All right.
So that kind of sets the mood for the rest of the office.
All right.
One of our senior members, someone who's been around for about 10 years in my department, is one of the biggest loudmouths and doesn't give a fuck about anything they say.
Hears her and what she's saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
She'll, like, complain about
other
people right when they're there.
Loudly.
Very loudly. And I don't think a lot of people understand the difference between her joking and her being serious. I get it. I understand it because, like...
Because you've been around her a lot.
I've been around her a lot, and I can read people better than half the people in my workplace. But, yeah, it gets very interesting, to say the least. We had one day with, like, so many people either arguing with her or arguing with other people at the workplace that were like, wow, everyone's on edge. And no one's gonna contain it. And I don't mind, because no one's yelling at me, and so I can look at it and laugh.
Right, yeah, it's like, as long as I'm not on the bad end of this. Yeah.
Because I'm kind of a sadist like that. But that's like the only way you can cope in that kind of environment.
These Pokemon give out a lot of XP.
That's good.
It is.
That means your Pokemon are going to be totally amped up and amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And not die.
Yeah, we had a close call with NCS earlier. Him taking an Aurora Beam. I'm like, oh no!
I wish they made more plushies of like all the different Pokemon.
Yeah, only the cute ones get plushies.
Well, only the popular ones.
Yeah, yeah. Popular. You've gotta be popular.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Hide in the shadows.
That's how the song goes, though.
Be an assassin.
From Wicked.
Assassins aren't popular. Popularity can go fuck itself.
Alright. Poliwag evolves 3 times. No Pokemon evolves 3 times. That doesn't exist unless you count Mega Evolution. I like using Fire-type Pokemon. I just do.
You don't need to explain why.
That's okay, I like using Fighting-type Pokemon.
I just do.
That was actually, I did one, what I call a Gym Leader Challenge. You pick one type of Pokemon, that's the only type you're allowed to use throughout the playthrough. I did that once in 6th Gen with Fighting type, because it worked out pretty well, because I could use my starter, I could use Chespin, and because it eventually becomes a Fighting type, and the rest of my team included the downloadable Blaziken, Hawlucha, Lucario, Pangoro. There's just so many Fighting type Pokemon in 6th Gen, it worked out really well. It made a really nice team, actually. I think the last person on the team, because I think it's 5, I think the last person on the team was Poliwrath. Because I wanted a water-type Pokemon, you know, to do water HM things. Let's see what this question is. Pokemon quiz, get it right? Yeah, no, what's the question? An electric move... Are electric moves... I totally misread that. Are electric moves effective against Ground-type Pokemon? No. You're absolutely correct. Go on through. And we'll battle this guy in the next episode.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.